Hello and welcome into the Game Week 446 preview brought to you by SorareData. I am Andrew Laird. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare. Joined today by Harry Trades, who I asked to come on this show like 20 minutes ago, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. So Harry, thanks for coming on.
No problem at all, mate. Always a pleasure to be on doing the Game Week previews.
So this Game Week coming up, and I always love to refer to you as Mr. Midweek here. And part of the reason I wanted to ask you, because you were like, oh, I got a little cheeky threshold team here for the midweek. And the line that you used, it feels like stealing from Sorare when you get like the midweek threshold. And I was like, that is perfect. We should talk about that.
It does feel that way. I don't know. Like, I'm not used to having rare goalkeepers available in midweeks, really, unless it's like maybe a Champions League week, which we're not there yet. So
Right.
having Belgium play is a weird one. And my only two super European goalkeepers are both Belgian, so all play in the Belgian league. So I'm kind of lucky in that sense that this week, it does actually feel like a week where I could attack a few different things, threshold being one, but the 23 super rares available as well. Potentially there's something that could go out, whether it actually does happen or not. I'll probably end up bottling that one, but there's a few things that could happen, which is fun. Really fun.
Yeah, it's a more exciting midweek than what we get without the Champions League weeks. Like there are a few leagues that are a little extra. We'll get into those in a quick second. Thanks everyone for coming in. 93 Acres first in. It's Wilson and Mike Baston also on the podium. Well done to you three. Jordan, hello. Pablo, David Richards. What's up here? Mike Baston, when you say, I have something as rare as Rocking Horse Poo this game week. 2 rare goalkeepers with 0 L15s. That sounds better than... I don't know. Chani, what's up? Maddie So Rare, hello to you as well. I thought Maddie So Rare... Yeah, Maddie, you still like near the top of the Rivals leaderboard? Do I remember that correctly, that you were the one who was like legitimately top 10?
Oh, wow.
Now I'm curious. It's always nice to have celebrities here in the in the live chat for a little bit. But Harry, so we were talking about all the competitions open. It's also the last weekend of the Premier League special. Oh, Maddie with the very humble, I'm first now.
Wow. Love that. Wow. That's amazing.
But got second in the race. I did see that Play With Me got up to past 700, but I look at this leaderboard now, Play With Me down to 650.
Yeah,
looks like a little losing streak once you hit 700. So Sorare, Maddie, man, those scores are absurd. As you can see here, I'm sitting on 341. I think I've won like 3 of my last 50 arena matches. That's how
really you're on a bit of a... Wow. Did you play over this weekend? I don't think you did you? Or did you?
I did 5 lineups this weekend because I am part of some competition.
You spoke about it. Yeah. I heard you speak about that actually.
It reminded me, I don't want to go into it. I think I'm going to do an entire show, but between all of us here, I think I actually hate Rivals.
Don't tell Gator.
I really can't tell. You're right. Anyway, SR Monkey, hello in. Maddie said, I started too late. Unfortunately, was like 200 points behind the top guys on Friday. That is wild. Won 8 of 9 games after that. That's crazy. 8 of 9. Anyway. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Game Week 446. And the biggest favorite on the entire game week is Man City at home against Burnley. Harry and I have some inside information that's actually the biggest trap of the entire game week. Harry, do you take that advice?
I mean, I watched City play on Friday night, actually, against Tottenham. I mean, they scraped through a 1-0 set-piece victory there. And, I mean, Tottenham are a bit better than Burnley, but you never know. We've seen slip-ups this weekend. We'll see them again this midweek. But it does feel like one of those where, it feels hard to avoid, doesn't it?
I'd love to be more optimistic about it. I'm not there yet, but maybe we'll get there. Man City, 86% chance to win, 62% chance of a clean sheet, 65% for scoring 3+ goals. Good luck, James Trafford. Maybe a star is born this week, Harry. We'll be looking back and say, remember that game week when Trafford made 12 saves all inside the box, maybe a penalty save too, the uncapped 170 points from a goalie. Maybe, never know. Never know. Completely
Yeah.
Rodri 100 incoming.
Yeah, that's more likely, I think.
Agreed. But let's jump in. Let's see. Second Division Europe, we have 3 championship matches, including heavily minted, even though they're not currently minted, Leicester City. They are at the top. Is that? I don't even know who that is. Oh, Swansea. It's like a
Good
new,
matchup.
something like, I don't know. But yeah, Leicester are 72% chance to win. Coventry, the only other one, over 50%. We've talked about Coventry to each other before, that they're like an SO5 super team. They score like great, but do they like to score some SO5 points?
They do, don't they? Yeah, they've got some real outliers. Callum O'Hare coming back in. Eccles has been great in patches this season. Sheaf has been ridiculous. Yeah, that is Van Ewyck at the back as well. He seems to always get decisive, whether that's clearances or tackles, assists. There's always something going on with this Coventry team, and yeah, it's weird. It's a very maybe not underrated. Well, yeah, maybe they're rated now, but for a while, people would have disregarded them for a bit. Sakamoto as well, bit of a a Sorare legend in his own right, coming from the Belgium league, and yeah, probably the only thing missing is probably a forward, I would say. As we see a lot of the times in these, like a lot of good teams, you're always like, yeah, there's a great goalie, great defender, a couple of midfielders, but then it's like they just don't have a forward. I felt like that with Uara last year because their forward wasn't minted. You are a red diamond. So it's, yeah, you get stuck in those situations, and what can you do? It is what it is. But Leicester does, well, it is obviously the main matchup of this championship game. We can, yeah, I mean, if you've got Leicester stacks, you won't have the goalie, which is annoying. But
Yeah.
outside of that, you could probably clean up second division here. Maybe a combination of that and Coventry. I don't know.
Do you think that we are now, 3 days left before the transfer window closes? Seen a lot of Kieran Dewsbury Hall talks, and I've gotten a lot of price alerts as people react to those rumors. Do you think, given that this is the last, like it's so close to the end of the window, does he sit?
It feels like that would be the answer, just because agents don't want players injured,
Right.
and new teams don't want players injured, and yeah, I mean that would have to that is a big a big one that I didn't think about this midweek. Sorry, yeah, but then you don't know. You'd want to say goodbye. It's one of them where, like, I mean, we're not going to compare Dewsbury Hall to Yobe Vertessen, but Vertessen actually played his 100th game for PSV. This would have been Saturday or Sunday, and then he was immediately sort of flown to Germany the next day. But he didn't even start the game, but he was involved and came on for however long. So I don't know, little things like that. You never know. I think Dewsbury Hall came through the Leicester Academy, I believe. So I'd be quite shocked if it ended quite disruptively, if that makes sense. Or like cold shouldery. So yeah, I would say he probably is involved, but yeah, you might not. Yeah, you might not start, but that's just my conservative brain, coming out.
I was looking here because I'm a little surprised. I mean, they are home. Sheffield Wednesday favored against Watford?
Yeah, that's weird. Well,
It's basically a pick.
36%. Yeah,
but like it's a big gap here between 10th and 23rd on the table. But
I think Watford have like one of the, I don't know if we can get it up somehow, but I'm pretty sure they're like either horrendous away from home
oh, okay,
or really good. Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. I'm going to assume not very good, but
right.
like, I don't know actually. No, they
Let's
are.
see.
They are decent. Look at that. They haven't lost in like, what's that? Six.
It keeps
Six
going,
games.
yeah, since
six.
Leicester.
Yeah, I thought my gut feeling was they were quite good. So yeah, that's a weird one. Really strange one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that seems strange to me as well. But
that does seem strange.
Those guys are always smarter than I am. So anyway, yeah, second division. Leicester, I don't know. I feel like it's such a waste of using a fairly overpowered team to win second division Europe.
For sure.
10 rare cards available in second division rare and 5 in rare plus.
No stars.
No stars. It's actually So there are more same tier ones, same tier two, one additional tier 3 in Rare Plus. So the difference is really just the 6 tier 4s and 5s. And
so there's no incentive to play Red Plus there. Okay,
it seems
the cash is a bit more, fair enough, like
true.
marginally. But yeah, you're right. That does feel yeah, that is weird.
That is weird. Oh well. Moving on. I think Asia's empty. Yep, still empty. America. So Argentina in full swing. Liga MX as well. I don't think it's a full slate for Liga MX. Yeah, it's not. And it looks like we're still missing a bunch. Oh no. Colombia odds. Colombia, is that what we said, Premier? I do this every week and I still can't remember.
I think it is, yeah.
I look for Median, but they're not even here. Oh well. Atlas have a tough one away to Pachuca, apparently. Odds-wise, it's tough. But yeah, Boca at the top, but only 55%. We haven't had new Boca cards in a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah, not much to worry about there, I don't think, SO5 wise. Well, actually, that Lemma, yeah, he's new signing from Newell's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously scored really well on his debut, but yeah, I think he's probably the only one there that could ruffle a few SO5 feathers, I think, this weekend, or this midweek, sorry.
I thought I saw Fabra was also a transfer risk.
He's linked to who had a left back situation that needed patching. Was it MLS?
I thought it was something like that. Yeah, I saw it in the Sorare Argentina Discord. Someone shared it. I don't have Fabra, so I didn't follow up on it. But
yeah,
that one was something.
Timbers, that was it. Their left back got injured. Nice Josh
Appreciate
on that
Josh.
one. Yeah, I remember seeing that now.
Although Pablo said it's Brazil, so
okay.
I don't remember. We'll see. Mickey Fu, how's Brunetto watch looking this week? He was good yesterday, I believe.
Was he good again? Shock, but
I don't think he got a decisive, but the AA was there. Yeah, okay. 21 AA. He also, I believe they missed a penalty, which he did not take. Someone else took it. But now there's talk that he may. Yeah, Pizarro missed. Or no, that was an own goal. Where's the... I don't remember. Someone else took it. Now there's hope that maybe Brunetta gets on those, which, man...
that you just might as well stop playing Sorare. Yeah, let's just pack our bags, lads. We're off.
It's just so frustrating not having one. And the worst actually is Andy Black, who was like the biggest Brunetta hater, it has completely taken a 180, and now he thinks he's the best player on the platform.
Yeah, got his forward version and all, didn't he? He went full into it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mohamed said Ibanez missed it. Yeah. Andy had a forward and a midfield card, sold the midfield card, and now Brunetta's the best player on
the best card ever. Yeah, of course.
Unbelievable. But where do they? Are they even on this week? Oh no, they don't even play this midweek. Come on, Mickey. Anyway, so yeah, Boca, Pumas, Cruz Azul, Racing, Santos. We replaced a lot of cards though. Like these are either currently minted. Pumas weren't, but the others I believe were. Rosario, yeah. So it's fairly competitive. Like it's enough America. I'm guessing the rewards are still awful though. They're just so low because we don't have that many new cards. 62 rare, 11 in rare plus.
Laird, we just got a collections event notification. And it's Challenger related. I'm just trying to look if they've got one of your teams in there. Don't think they do.
I haven't even gotten the notice yet. Anyway. So yeah, American looks somewhat open, to be honest.
It does, doesn't it? I can't see anyone. Oh, yeah, okay, River maybe, but it's away. So
yep. And they all played this weekend. Like it's a very quick
turnaround.
So early I never understood like packing matches in early in I mean it's basically mid-season, but like they've been off for a while.
For them, start of the season. Why are we rushing things?
What are we rushing for, guys? Come on.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but then should we really complain? It's more utility, but more headaches, more
Right? Yeah,
rotations.
yeah. I'm willing to wait a little bit, take my weekend money, and we can all be happy. But anyway, Challenger, as you mentioned, we have the Jupiler Pro League this week. We also have some randoms from, let's see, Braga from Portugal, but they are not minted. Swiss Super League we have, little young boys action. SPFL. Turkey as well. We got a little bit of everything, and what appears to be no good teams, except for Bruges.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, and Saint Gilloise, excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah, the Bruges one feels the OP one, obviously, but Kortrijk at home, yeah. But we say that Kortrijk beat them away.
They did.
Yeah, 1-0. Isaac Davis with the goal on loan from Cardiff. So, yeah, I don't know. Away from, yeah. It's okay, Kortrijk. I don't know. I doubt we see a repeat of that. Club Brugge seem to be in some decent form right now, don't they? I feel like Vanaken seems to be back, and yeah, things seem to be look at that. Wow. Since that USG game, not lost a game. Fair play.
And mostly wins.
Impressive. Yeah. 3 draws. That is really impressive.
5-0 away to Besiktas, 6-1 away, 4-1. Wow. All right, let's go.
David says, I stick my house on Bruges winning that game. Yeah, feels like a safe bet, doesn't it? I don't know what the odds would be, but I'm sure it's going to be a 10-0 Club Brugge. I'd be very shocked if Kortrijk even get a goal personally. After, I think it was a 0-0 this weekend with Leuven. So
apparently Thiago's on one. He's certainly.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Woo!
Wow. Jeez. Jesus Christ! 5, 8, 9. That's 11 goals in 6 games.
That is on one. I'll give you that.
An assist. Yeah, that is wild. Wow. Very impressive.
I didn't know he was this young.
He looks 36. I'm sorry. He's not 22. He just can't be, can he?
He can't be, right? No, yeah.
Beard game's far too strong. Wow.
There he is. But yeah, it doesn't seem like anything else. It's weird because those two are such big favorites. We obviously have their cards, but Genk away to Leuven, Aberdeen. Trying to think of the licensed clubs: Antwerp, Cercle Bruges away, Ghent away. Yeah, I mean,
there's nothing, is there really, that stands out? I mean, Charleroi at home isn't. I don't think UPenn have been picking up weird results recently, so they're on a bit of not a heater, but they're definitely holding their own again. I think they just beat Antwerp, or maybe drew. Yeah, no, they beat Antwerp. I think 1-0 yesterday, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, they did at home. So yeah, Slonina clean sheet. I don't know that. Yeah, and Charleroi just lost to Club Brugge, I believe, 4-1, which is, I guess, expected. But yeah, it feels like a USG Club Brugge runaway, doesn't it? Toblason, yeah. I was thinking a couple of days ago, I was like, I own one, but then I realized how they're in the danger zone, as far as getting relegated. I was just a bit it's not.
Was that not a loan?
Is he on loan?
I don't have one, but I
don't know. Actually, good question.
I feel like it would be crazy to sell a goalkeeper that young.
Good question. I'm going to look on Sofa now. That's actually, yeah, you really prompted me there. No, they've got him. Unknown fee, it says. Yeah. 2027 as well. No, yeah, that's, I know. So,
all right.
Yeah. All right.
Something to think about there, Harry. He's still pretty young, too. I mean, he's very young, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got a couple more years under 23. I think he's 22 as we speak. And then, does that take him to 26? Yeah. Oh, 21 right now. Okay. Yeah, 22 in March. Yeah, I wouldn't like them to go down for obvious reasons, but I bought him whilst, literally 3 years ago. So it's one of them where I'll take what I'm given with him,
Yeah, of course.
I've gone through the ringer with him. So yeah.
And then Champion Europe, we obviously have the Premier League special. So in that one, we've got Man City at home against Burnley, Arsenal away to Nottingham, Liverpool home against Chelsea, Tottenham at home against Brentford, and Crystal Palace at home against Sheffield United are the top ones. Although Brighton away to Luton is pretty close to that. And then let's see, Villa home against Newcastle, Fulham home against Everton, Man United away to Wolves. These are all just favorites, although barely. And then West Ham barely favored at home against Bournemouth.
Are they without a couple of players? West Ham potentially. I can't remember.
Well, Kudus is gone, right? And
Kudus, is Paqueta out? I'm pretty sure he could be.
maybe.
Or maybe I've made that up.
Andy was here early. Andy, what's going on with West Ham?
Ooh, Kudus is back. Alex is saying here.
Oh,
he thinks. I guess because they got knocked out, didn't
oh,
they?
because he got knocked
Ghana.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel like? What do you think is going to happen? Do you think people are going to take advantage of this, the Prem Winter Comp for the last sort of game week, or do you feel like they're going to just get thrown into Champ and wherever?
So, I actually just would like. I thought about it for myself, and it was like, do I want to buy in the classic buying cards for a single game week? Like, did I want to buy cards specifically for this game week so that I could try to win some of this cash? But I ultimately, decided that for limited, it wasn't worth it. I think for limited, you have to like cash multiple times. And for rare, you just really have to hit the right one if you're going to do it one time. And I don't think that there are that many Man City like stacks out there because it's just so expensive. So, and even Arsenal too. And so, like, could you get by with Crystal Palace, Brighton, Villa, Fulham? Like, maybe.
Yeah. The issue with the Brighton one is obviously the goalkeeper.
Yep.
That you'd obviously try and avoid that. Like me as a Verbruggen owner, I would be throwing that lineup in. If I was to play Prem, it'd be a punt at that point because Bar hasn't played the last couple. He played the cup game, and people are saying that because Steele was in for the last maybe 3, I believe, or he's definitely had a couple of clean sheets recently, Steele. So people are like, well, does he stay in? But that would go against De Zerbi's 3 in, maybe 1 out, or like 4 in would just be a bit, out of the realm. So yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to see. I mean, I'd be shocked. Yeah, I'd be shocked if Man City cards weren't dominating, the Prem Winter Comp for this last comp. But yeah, I think you could get by, like you said, Tottenham cards. Not that they're bad, but Tottenham cards, Palace. Yeah, fair enough. But then, I don't know. Outside of that, it looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? Like Newcastle Villa isn't a fun game to try and predict. Like Premier League is so tough to predict, isn't it? Like, it's horrible.
Yep. And I mean, Fulham, Everton, I feel like falls in the same,
exactly.
They're not the caliber of Villa, Newcastle, but it's the same, just as tight.
Yeah. 100%.
And who knows about Man United ever. But as Quinny points out here, Atleti to rule the world, we also have some La Liga action. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, if you've ever heard of those three, they're at the top of the list for La Liga. Who is this? Osasuna for Barcelona? Yep, they're at home. Madrid away, home against Vallecano, and Madrid home against away to Getafe. I do wonder if we see, I mean, obviously most of the old, certainly in rare, most of the old Premier League cards, I think, end up in Champion Europe or All-Star this week because you need enough of the new season cards to do it. But we'll see. And Mark said, Izzy Palazone says no to the Atleti to rule the world. So we'll see.
There's a few weird situations like Barca and, obviously what's happening with Xavi at home. Well, there's 2 home games on the bounce. That'll be now. Obviously, they lost their last one, but that'll be one where like Barca want to steamroll Osasuna, I'd assume, to maybe get, the fans and media off Xavi's back for 5 minutes. And then Atletico look pretty good right now, SO5 wise. Like you can kind of get behind a couple of the scores. Like Koke's coming out of his shell.
I cannot believe how good Koke has been this season.
What's going on? Yeah.
The old 53 AA in their last game.
Wow. That is impressive in an Atletico team.
Although I guess I mean,
yeah, it would have been hard to predict in the sense that like there was nothing leading up to be like, yeah, this is
it was really this run here that I was just like, really?
Yeah.
Koge?
Yeah.
Obviously we know Griezmann is incredible. Is that a Memphis Depay to start and decisive?
Didn't think he started yesterday, but he clearly has, hasn't he? Interesting.
Wow.
So did Morata not start? Clearly not.
He did not.
Interesting.
Yeah, he came off the bench.
Came off the bench. Wow. Yeah, I saw a clip of Depay nearly like scoring like this wonder goal. Like he's like spun and done like there was a goal on Henry scored in the Premier League years ago, obviously, when he's like spun in one motion and like sort of volleyed it like over the keeper or something. And it was a similar, like, from the clip I saw, it looked quite similar to that, but it didn't go in. Koke's getting 100 passes these days. Interesting. Yeah, Lino's looking good. Jimenez. The Paul's AA is like Udinese days back when he was the main man there.
Looks unrecognizable good. Atletico Madrid.
I know. Like, before that 79, there wasn't like how long you had to go before that 83. It was just Mediocreville for 12 games maybe.
Oh, and I was about to say, I bet that's a.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say where's the Argentinian games? Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to go back to game week. What is this? 401. Oh, against Vallecano. Double decisive game. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. A little resurrection there. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I think, a lot of I think all the new season cards will be in the Premier League comp.
Mm-hmm.
Max here said, just picked up a rare Rodri for my Man City collection. Never planned to pick him up, but I couldn't say no at the current price. I don't even know what the current price is.
Yeah, what is a Rodri these days? 600? Okay.
$710?
Yeah.
What do you think in pounds there? 572 in pounds? That's not bad.
Couple of Freddos.
Johnny said Morata is injured, but he did come off. I mean, not injured enough to be out, but I guess, so that's why. Let's check over our pick scores here. Who do we think is that? Oh man, Thiago. I guess that. Oh, Jude.
Oh yeah, Jude will be back. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, Jude, Cameron Puertas from USG. That guy's had a season and a half. My gosh.
Real good. He had a slight injury though, didn't he? Like last game or something? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, once he locked in that starting spot, it's just like
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Alex said, don't forget AFCONs. To be honest, I feel like we've gotten to the point in AFCON where you don't want anybody to it's, late in international competitions. I feel like there's just never these like big scores where you're dying to get guys in.
Big time.
Are those games set? Like, do we know exactly who's playing? Let me see if are they at the bottom here.
Surely, right? Because there's no games today, I don't think. From
we do have some. Morocco home against South Africa.
Okay.
So that's actually pretty. I wonder if I can. I'm not going to be able to. Just guess. Let's see. Congo stack, your name is saying, but I don't have Congo here. So here's Morocco. I guess I can just. Here we go. Mali home against Burkina Faso.
Yeah.
And that was it. So we only have two matches.
But is it quarters now? Let us know behind. Let's
showing how much I've been paying attention to AFCON right there.
I was over my friend's house on what night did Nigeria play? It must have been Saturday night. No, I don't know. Friday night it was, I believe. And it was just carnage. Like, it was just nuts. It was insane. It was like Oshiman was just running everywhere and just winning duels, and it was just crazy. The keeper got like smashed in the face or something, and and he went off injured. It was just carnage if you watched it. There's 2 games today, Mike says.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I did see my Willie Bowley had a fixture somewhere. It was Friday. Roll says, thank you, Roll. It was just carnage. It was a lot of fun. I gotta be honest. It was.
It's a very entertaining tournament. I'll put it that way. Yeah, Mohammed said round of 16s right now, qualifying to the quarters. All right,
got you.
All right. But again, I don't think anybody's winning a ton with stacks from AFCON. No. So yeah, Bellingham, Puertas, De Kuyper, Thiago, and another De Kuyper. Because he's got defender and midfielder cards. And there's Griezmann, Van Aken, Jorge Brown. Look at that. Triple A.
Wow. Jesus.
But yeah, basically all the favorites that we saw before. Real Madrid, Saint-Gilloise, Bruges, Atletico Madrid.
Makes sense. Ward-Prowse. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Of course, Simo brings up the Rodez goalkeeper. But yeah, Impasi, we talked about this with Sam Tai because he is also an Impasi guy. But yeah, scored the winning penalty to send them through. Love a good goalie penalty take.
Yeah.
Your name said should have never sold Brown. That's a weird one. That's a classic case of like how much utility can I get out of an old guy until he retires, and it's a total game of chicken. Just like whoever's willing to go for it, and yeah, he's got like decent scores. So he's what? It's only 37. God, I thought he was like 47. Legitimately. 9 AA, 18 AA, like it's there for the taking. There through 2020, 2025. Oh, yeah. Sam Tai, the Impasi guy.
That's class. That's unreal.
That's a great one.
He'll love that as well.
All right. Well, since we have Mr. Midweek here and Mr. U23, Van de Voort, of course.
Yeah, it's Van de Voort versus Layson, obviously ex-teammates for probably since they were like 5 years old.
I was going to say that, yeah.
Literally, like they probably came through the same time and same age. You've obviously got the Verbruggen Toinkos as well to add into that.
True.
So he won't actually show up too nicely in the pick scores, but obviously missed the last 3, it looks like. So I know he had an error led the game before that. So yeah, you could argue, it might be steals to lose now, but I don't know. I think he might play against Luton tonight, and then it's Palace and Tottenham then for steal. Kind of makes a bit more sense if you, But then actually I don't know, because Luton away is set piece horror and it's a weird one, very weird one. Oh, Mickey Foo, have you seen that notification from Mickey? That is huge for you, by the way. I literally jinxed it, I think, because I told you earlier, like, you've missed this guy scoring goals, and he's literally scored a goal.
I love Mickey Foo. To be honest, I saw Sam Larson just out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, I'm literally going to read just got hurt or like just subbed off. Let's go.
That's huge.
Sorry, everyone. It's a big Monday here for Lardino FC, so we got to get going.
It really is.
Georgi Petrovic, who has been very good.
He has.
But he will be at Anfield, which is not very good, usually, for goalkeepers. And then we have Slonina and Trafford. Would you rather have Trafford at the Etihad or Petrovic at Anfield?
Oh, good question.
Is this the first game after Klopp announced he was leaving? I think it is.
No, they played yesterday.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Cup. But yeah, first Prem game, you're right. Good question. Oh, I'd say Petrovic, to be honest. Yeah, I would. I think the City one's, it's horrible, man. Like, you got the chance there to, like, literally lose by, like, 5 or 6, haven't you? Like, no disrespect to... It's Adam, isn't it? As a big Burnley fan. Sorry,
no disrespect.
But it could happen. Where like I don't see Chelsea scoring. Liverpool's. Yeah, they might score 3, which is obviously still devastating. But like, I really don't see it being like a stupid score, that one, to be honest. Where unfortunately, it could just be quite stupid at the Etihad. So yeah, I'd have to go with Petrovic, and he's been great. He's been so good.
He has been. Realistically, 3 is just as bad as 5.
For sure. That it doesn't really matter at that point, I guess. But like he's been just like if you watch him as well, he just looks really like he looks like a Premier League goalkeeper straight away. Like they're buying into whatever he's sort of saying and stuff, which sometimes you could like I think maybe the Forest guys look back at Matt Turner sometimes, no disrespect, and go, I don't know if I can get behind this guy. You know, like the things he does and a couple of them mistakes. I'm not saying, every goalie makes mistakes, but Petrovic has come in and he just looks super solid, which is not easy to do as like a Chelsea player, never mind a goalkeeper.
Yes.
Yeah. It's really tough, I think. But he's just like, just sort of been integrated in and taking his chance. Maybe that's the best way to do it because there was no expectations on him, right? He came in as the second keeper. Keeper got hurt. He flies in and no one knows this guy. He's from the MLS. Like, there's no expectations.
Yeah, he's an MLS guy.
So anything he does is like okay. It's actually viewed as like really good, if that makes sense. Like he's just sort of probably doing just fine, but it looks maybe better than what it really is because maybe we had really low expectations. I don't know, but he's done great. I got to give it to him.
Do you know how many appearances he made in MLS?
Oh, Jesus. So we didn't have cards for him, did we? When we first started on the platform. So I'm going to assume. Wow, I can't remember who was New England's goalie before that. So I'm going to have to say like 150. I'll say. I'm going to say 3 years worth. I don't know, but.
So you mentioned their previous goalie, just now. Like Matt Turner was there forever.
Oh no, of course it was. Yeah.
Petrovic made 44 starts in MLS.
It was like a season.
Yeah.
Jeez,
that's like this crazy. Is a gigantic jump that he's had.
That's wild,
and he's doing well. One thing I didn't know was that he apparently made 78 appearances for Kukariki, who is a Sorare Down Under club that's dead to them now. But yeah, anyone who consistently listens to Sorare Down Under would understand what the Kukariki connection is. But anyway, someone said Liverpool always struggle at home to Chelsea.
Yeah, he said City's record there at the Etihad against Burnley, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0, and 2-0. So,
you know what I read there? Burnley are due for an upset.
Yeah, things come in fives, I heard.
So let's see. I assume since Jude is the best player on the platform this week, he's probably the best U23 player is. Yep, there he is. Let's see. Pedro Porro, Phil Foden sneaking in there. So
that's a big one.
Nothing overly crazy.
Ooh, Van Hecker, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's been really good. Like he's like walking to like 80 plus from AA.
57, 52, 51 in his 3 of his last 4.
Not many cards do that. I'll be honest. I've not seen many cards on this platform go, 3 out of 4 games produce 50 plus AA. If it's ever been done, would you be able to get the stats on that somehow, Laird, maybe in the next
somehow? This 57 AA is without a clean sheet. 2 tackles, 3 effective clearances, a block. Let's see, 123 passes away to Crystal Palace.
Yeah, and he lost
5
the ball
net duels,
10 times,
3 interceptions,
which is only 6 points, I guess. But like, plus the 1.2 as well from this pass. So, yeah, that's wild. That's a lot of passing points.
Imagine you're at home and you concede 66% possession at home.
That's not
snuck out that 1-1 draw though. Got the point.
Yeah, they did enough. They did enough.
Let's see. Let's find our best player under. Let's go to 45 because why not? Oh, Whackham.
Big Whackham.
Home against Sheffield United. I assume we've got decent scores from a lot of Crystal Palace guys.
Yeah.
Got a few goalies.
Kelly Roos, yeah. Yeah, it looks quite bleak, I would say. The 45 options. Like
I was
nobody
kind of
there
looking for a
screaming.
cheat code here. There's Dean Henry,
Yeah.
more Crystal Palace.
I saw a tweet earlier from one of the Belgium sort of Sorare guys, and he did like a thread of, a couple of cheat codes, and there was a couple on there that were like lower than this. I think, Majar, is it Borja Majar, the left back, or Majar, the Club Brugge right back or left back? He was one of the players. I think we just saw him then somewhere. But yeah, there was a couple of other. Well, my boy Rune was on there. Rune Paishus, however we're going to pronounce his second name. I think he's like L15 to 30.
Alex is saying Ivo Grbic should get the start for Sheffield United. He's got an
L15 Oh, there's also the Charleroi keeper. I think he's got like an L15 of like 12 or something.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, he started the last 2 games and scored. Obviously, not very good because he's played Club Brugge and somebody else. And I don't think he's their number 1, even though I looked at his cards earlier and he has the number 1 in one of the seasons. But like,
isn't it
sure someone's
Kofi?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's whoever Kofi's and Patron.
There he is.
19,
17.
17. Wow.
He was just
Kofi
keeping
will
it
be
low
back.
oh goodness. I mean, that's a tough back-to-back games, but eight goals conceded. Not great. But here it is, home against Eupen.
Yep, and then Kortrijk.
And then Leuven in 3 of 4. I mean, they're away, but not bad. Although Kofi should be back, I assume, for that one. Yeah.
Alex says Kofi will be. Oh, okay.
Is he back for this one? For the midweek? That would
quick. Be annoying. Yeah, that would be quite quick, wouldn't it?
And then Mike Basson saying Petroli is the other. It's another card I should have owned for a long time here, Harry.
The river guy.
About the most basic clean sheet you can have, 60.4. Wonder if he even had to touch the ball. Oh, there he goes.
But you take them all day.
Yeah, there you go. Good high claim, giving away the ball on some goal kicks.
I actually watched the highlights of this game earlier on YouTube. Don't ask me. Well, ask me. I have.
Yes. Why?
Yeah. I have Santiago Ramos Mingo, and he gave away a penalty and had a last man tackle. So I wanted to see how bad the penalty was, and it was handball. So I kind of forgive him. I hope his teammates do, and the manager, obviously. And he plays this midweek. Please.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Alex said Kofi will not be back for the midweek because Burkina Faso play.
I was going to say, I'm sure he's from Burkina Faso. Yeah.
Yeah, but they play this midweek, don't they? Didn't we just see them on the?
Yeah.
Or did somebody say they play today?
Oh, it might be today. Yeah. Okay.
Tomorrow. Yeah. Oh yeah. So you can still use Kofi if you have him.
Just not in Challenger. I don't.
Just not in Challenger.
Yeah.
Correct. All right.
Okay.
Cool. All right. It went a little longer than I expected, but I also expected to be here by myself. So Harry, thanks for chipping in today, going through all of that. Thank you to everybody for joining us live. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny, who was here earlier as well. And let's go get it this midweek.